vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
Steve and Cindy Miller and all the staff at Grinnell's Pharmacy in Hobart are excited to help sponsor the Hobart Bearcats and Lady Bearcat broadcasts. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always eager to assist you, and our convenient drive-up window makes pickup quick and easy when you're on the run. At Grinnell Pharmacy, we are cheering you on every day. Grinnell Pharmacy on Broadway in Hobart, where everybody knows your name. Folks at the Hobart Stockyards, Rex Flaming wants your business, and he really does appreciate your business. Now, if you want to buy cattle or you need to sell cattle, count on Rex and staff. There are always several good consignments. The sale is well attended. It is the place in southwest Oklahoma to buy and sell cattle. To consign, call Rex at 331-8547, 331-8547. Coffee and donuts every Wednesday morning at 9. Sale starts at 9:30. Count on Rex Flaming, Hobart Stockyards, where Rex wants your business, and he really does appreciate it. Friends, do you need a different ride, a different automobile? Come see Greg or Darla at Hobart Auto Auction. Good used automobiles at a fair price. A small down payment, then monthly or bi-monthly payments. Payments you can live with. You need to come get you a big old handful of genuine honesty from old Greg Barnes and tell him you heard his ad on the radio so he won't fire me. I need him. Hobart Auto Auction. Easy to find. Heck, it's in Hobart. Friends, hurry to Hobart Farm and Garden during September and save big time on firearms and safes from Browning. Save $50 on each safe from $7.99 to $14.99. $75 on any safe from $1,500 to $24.99. $100 on any safe over $2,500. And save $100 on Browning Satori shotguns. $75 on Maxus shotguns. $50 on centerfire rifles, Synergy and Silver shotguns. $25 on BPS shotguns, rimfire firearms, and handguns through September at Hobart Farm and Garden. And don't forget to wait for a complete line of cattle handling equipment, all kinds of chutes, feeders, trailers, high-pro feed, bulk and sack, and a full line of Cargill salt products. Hey friends, if we ain't got it, you doggone sure don't need it, but if you do, we'll order it. You need to come to Hobart and Hobart Farm and Garden. Friends, are you pleased with your present insurance company? Well, if you're thinking about shopping around for insurance, check with Jack Hogg, your Farmers Insurance Group agent in Hobart. Jack's been around a while, and he's doggone sure seen a thing or two, and he knows a thing or two. Jack was born and raised in southwest Oklahoma. He's experienced, he's likable and trustworthy. So for life insurance, home, auto, commercial, financial services, you can count on your Farmers Insurance Group agent in Hobart. That's Jack Hogg at 901 South Main. Give him a call, 580-726-3077. Billy and Lori Robbins at Hometown Pizza in Hobart are plenty proud to be Hobart Bearcat boosters. Now at Hometown Pizza, our pizza is good. It's really good in our salad bar. It has truckloads of fantastic food. Do you like calzone? Hometown Pizza's calzone, it's the best. Enjoy great food and service from Billy and Lori and staff. Call us your order, 726-2225. And once again, good luck Bearcats and Lady Bearcats from the Robbins family at Hometown Pizza in Hobart. Phone 726-2225. At Interbank in Hobart, we're proud to sponsor Bearcat and Lady Bearcat sports. Attend all the games you can this year, and remember, we would love to be your bank. We offer a variety of accounts, savings accounts, checking accounts, IRAs. Listen, if you need a loan, see Jim or Tommy. If it's a doable deal, we'll doggone sure do it. We appreciate your business. We want to be your bank. We're your hometown friendly bank. Again, good luck, Bearcats and Lady Bearcats, from all of us at Interbank in Hobart, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. If you need a plumber or a service technician, you need to call Jeff Hohenschel at Jeff's Plumbing, Heat and Air in Mountain View. Now, Jeff does all types of plumbing work, minor to major, plus service work and installation of heating and cooling systems. Jeff works on heat pumps and refrigeration systems. Whatever your problem, if you need service or a new system, call Jeff's Plumbing, Heat and Air in Mountain View. Give him a call at 347-2857, 347-2857. Jeff's Plumbing, Heat and Air, supporting area students.
Dr. Michael Krieger, family and staff are very proud to support Hobart Bearcat sports season. Dr. Krieger has served Hobart and Kiowa County patients for more than 27 years. His children, Austin, Lane, Lee, and Joy, and staff member Pat, are all graduates of Hobart. Dr. Krieger knows the importance of and encourages community support. These kids are our future. Dr. Krieger is your hometown doctor with hometown spirit. Trust your health care to him.
Justin Krieger is your AFR insurance agent in Hobart. He wants your business. Home and auto. Check with Justin and get a quote. He'll save you money. AFR offers competitive rates. Justin offers personal service that you will appreciate. Justin also offers farm owner policies, crop insurance, life insurance. For insurance, American Farmers and Ranchers, AFR is a proven and strong company. Justin Krieger is your hometown agent. Call today, 580-726-3076, or come see Justin Krieger, your hometown AFR agent in Hobart. When you need cleaning supplies for the office or business, see Matt Norman at Milton's Janitorial Supplies in Hobart. Matt has all kinds of cleaning products like dust mops and Sudogun, much more, all kinds of cleaning products. He has what you need at the right price with great service. And here's hoping for more wins and a good future for the Hobart Bearcats and the Lady Bearcats this school year. Attend all the events you can. These young people are our future. A Bearcat booster for a long, long time. See Matt Norman at Matt Norman's Janitorial Supplies in Hobart. For insurance, see Dave Morris at the Morris Family Agency in Altus. Dave is your fast, fair, friendly Farmers Insurance Group agent, ready and able to take care of all your insurance needs. Life, home and auto, specialty coverage, insurance for the farm or the business. Farmers Insurance is a proven and strong company. Competitive rates, excellent service, ready to serve you with the right policy, the right price, the right service. It's the right thing to do. The Morris Family Agency, your Farmers Insurance Group agent, 722 East Broadway in Altus. Phone 580-477-1000.
Well, here we go. This is it. You win and you go to the state tournament, you lose, and it's time for basketball season. Hobart has won the toss. They'll be the home team here in this championship ball game. Bree Buck leading it off here in inning number 1. Buck taking inside for ball 2, 2-0. Jaden Bowen, who ended the broadcast and the end of the ball game, pitching for this group from Hobart, in the circle for the F Championship ball game. 3-0 now on Buck. Lineup's the same for both coaches. Not going to change anything at this point. One game left in the season for one team, a state tournament berth for the other. Pitch called for a strike, and it's 3-1 now on Buck. So it'll be Buck, Hestley, and Glover here in inning number 1. Line drive, base hit, center field. Bree Buck aboard to begin the ball game for Calera, and they just simply pick up where they left off after scoring 11 times in that victory against Hobart in game number 1. So here's Hestley, the catcher, in a good game in that first round. Matchup here this afternoon. Maddie Glover waits in the on-deck circle. Trying to bunted her way through it. Taken for a strike, and it's 0-1 now on Hestley. Calera came to life, and we talked about it, making some noise as that game came to an end, and Richard Carney pointing out to his club, look, that's your field that they're doing that on. Have a little pride and stake a claim. 0-1 pitch on the way here. Outside for a ball. The count level at 1-1. Bree Buck at second base. Then we're going to have a little more time, but I got to be honest with you, I'm trying to put the book together. 1-1 pitch on the way here. Lifted high in the air on the infield. Simmons giving chase, and does she make the play? No, she does not. Ball bounces and hits the turf, and then she'll scoop it up. So it's a single for Hestley. And again, the wind, a problem there. It's pushing the ball away, and the outfield has to play so deep that they can't come in and get it. Richard not happy with the effort there. So Bowen pitches with runners at first and second, nobody out. Bunt attempt, and bunting through the ball is Glover. 0-1 on Maddie. Third baseman here this afternoon for this group from Calera. Again, the third game of the day for Calera. Played 2 yesterday. Waving at that one, getting a piece of it. 0-2 now on Glover. Basically was trying to protect the runners there. But again, when you're winning, it's easy to have that energy level come up. And certainly they are far more energetic than the Hobart bunch right now. And the body language much better for them. And it'll be up to Richard and his staff to try to turn things the other way. There's a foul ball backing out of play behind us in the count now. 0-2 on Glover. Bowen needs an out in the worst kind of way. May have to get it herself. 0-2 pitch on the way. A little bit outside for a ball. In the count now 1-2 on Maddie Glover. Runners at first and second. Nobody out in the first inning for this group from Calera. This is the championship bowl game. There's no other games or ands or buts. You play this one, you win it, you go on. You don't, you're done.
Off-speed pitch on the ground, base hit, right field. Coming in, Smith quickly. They're going to send the runner. She'll hold the ball, and now Smith throws it high above Reese Porter's head, and everybody going to be safe. Taking second base on the throw will be Maddie Glover. So Glover, a single and an RBI, takes second on the throw. Hastily winds up in third, and Buck will score, and it's a 1-0 ball game. And Richard going to go out and have a conversation, and this is not going to be pleasant. 1-0, top of the first. We're underway. Championship Friday afternoon, 1420 KTJS at OKSports.tv.
Scott Northrup CPA in Hobart is again proud to sponsor Bearcat and Lady Bearcat athletic teams on the radio. So go to every game you possibly can. Support our youth. They are our future. You know, Scott was All-State in 58, 68, somewhere back then. He wore a leather helmet, tough as nails. And he's still a Bearcat and a smart dude. So when you need an accountant, call on Scott Northrup, CPA in Hobart. And again, go Bearcats and Lady Bearcats.
Well, Coach Carney done with his conversation and trying to fire up his club just a little bit. You can hear the Calera kids will cross the way. I mean, they're jacked up and going right now. Leading 1-0. Runners at second and third. Fly ball right field. Giving chase is Kalani Norris and Smith. Neither can get there. That'll clear the bases. And a stand-up double for Cassie Mullins and a couple of RBI. So Mullins driving home Hestley and Glover. And deep fly ball into the gap in right center field. Give her 2 RBI. And that'll make it a 3-0 ball game and still nobody out. Here's Zoe Cranford. Cranford, the second baseman. Man, this group from Calera, they're just hitting everything right now. Cold strike on Cranford, 0-1 on the second baseman. That thing's coming up there looking like a beach ball right now. Hobart desperate to get it out. Trying to stem the tide here. Way out in front of the off-speed pitch there. And the count will run to 0-2 now on Cranford. Runner at second base, nobody out, and 3 across to the first. Pitch outside for a ball. The count 1-2 now on Zoe Cranford. These two teams played last night, and it's just a completely different field. There's another slap out in the center field. Norris will pick it up on the hop and get it back in quickly, but the hits just keep right on coming for this group from Calera. Third base, Mullins now. Cranford at first. Still nobody out. And here's Skylar White. White hit the ball hard her first game this afternoon. And again, maybe there was not enough time in between ball games for Richard Carney and this group from Hobart, because Calera, well, they just can't miss on any of their swings right now. White takes a pitch downstairs for a ball, 1-0 on Skylar. It's the top of the first, and it's 3-0. Still nobody out. Fly ball right field, and Smith is there, makes the catch, sets her feet, fires to home, and a great throw by Smith. Oh, I tell you what, that was a cannon right there. Mullins had tagged up. Smith made the catch and uncorked a BB to home plate. One gone now as White flying out to right field, and a great job of keeping at third base Cassie Mullins. Runners still at first and third. Still just one out. And a 3-0 ball game here in the top half of inning number 1. Fly ball, left center field. That's going to be trouble. It hits the wall. Rounding third, headed for home is Cranford. They'll send her. Throw not going to be there in time. In fact, it's cut off. Mullins and Cranford both scoring. And that will make it now a 5-0 ball game as Keela Berryhill gets an RBI double. Timeout going to be taken by Richard, and he's going to make a change here. 5-0, one gone in the first. It is all Calera early on 1420 KTJS and OKSports.tv.
Friends, check out the great specials at Parts Plus in Hobart. Mystic Super Duty 15W40 engine oil, 2-gallon jug, only $32.99. Premium starters and alternators are at low prices. Parts Plus antifreeze for all makes and models, $7.99 a gallon. Joe's Hand Cleaner, the big jug of wipes, only $10.99. These great buys and much more this month at Parts Plus, parts and a lot more. And don't forget our low tire prices and large storage units at Parts Plus. Jeff and Nancy Phillips at Phillips Fitness Center in Hobart, glad to support the youth of Southwest Oklahoma. They've long been a sponsor of Bearcat and Lady Bearcat sporting events on the radio. They encourage you to support our youth, attend every event you can. And friends, you need to get in shape and stay in shape. Become a member at Phillips Fitness Center. They've got what you need to get fit and stay fit. Jeff and Nancy Phillips at Phillips Fitness Center and Moments on Main in Hobart. Amanda Weaver from Mangum is now the manager at Quartzview Meat Company in Altus. Gary and Letitia Stockton and Amanda are proud to sponsor Hobart Bearcat and Mangum Tiger radio broadcasts. Listen, when you're enjoying ball this fall, stack up on the best ribeye steaks money can buy from Quartzview. Also ribs, jerky, smoked sausage, hams, and a lot more. And of course, they do custom slaughtering. If you're grilling, roasting, baking, or slicing, you can't go wrong with Quartzview Meat Company, 800 South Veterans Drive in Altus. Phone 580-477-1390. Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes now have 6 locations in Southwest Oklahoma to serve you. They're in Hobart, Mountain View, Carnegie, Anadarko, Cordell, and Sentinel. A family serving families. Available anytime you need them. Ask about transferring a policy from another funeral home. They'll take care of everything. And they're proud to support area young people and sponsor ball game broadcasts. Larry and Kim Eshitai, Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes. You can count on them and your time of need. RayandMarthas.com.
Well, a long time there to make that pitching change as Hallie Carney now has come in for the Hobart Lady Cats. Jaden Bowen has gone to third, and J.C. Funkhauser now out in right field. Richard furious with his club as he made that change, and Carney couldn't find her glove, and that didn't make Richard happy either. Hallie's first pitch out of the zone to Mila Tuttle, and it's 1-0. Set the stage for you, 5-0 ball game. Runner at second, 1 out. We play here in inning number 1. Cold strike, and it's 1-1 on Mila Tuttle. Nicole Rogers has joined us. Hello, Nicole. Good afternoon. Great season on the softball diamond. We look forward to basketball. 1-1 pitch on the way here. And Hallie took something off of it, 2-1. Jacob Dean joining us. Haley Gale Panetta, Paige Hines, Shelly Heppensberger Myers as well. Pitch inside for a ball here. And the count now 3-1 on Tuttle. Betty Perry has joined us. Good to have you alongside, folks. Shell shocked in the first inning of the Hobart Lady Cats. Foul ball out of play our way. And the count now full 3-2 on Mila Tuttle. Defensively, changes down for Hobart. Porter still is the catcher. Payoff pitch on the way here. Swing and a miss. And Hallie will give the strikeout for number 2 of the inning. So 2 gone now for Cody White. White has been a thorn in the side all afternoon long for Hobart pitching. So again, it's Carney and now Porter, the battery. Lexi Minard still over at first. Addie Heglin at second base. The third baseman now, Jaden Bowen. Abby Simmons at short. Swing and a miss here. White late on the fastball, 0-1. What a position for the freshman to be in, huh? The outfield from left to right, Begley Talley, Kalani Norris, and now J.C. Funkhauser. Hallie, born for this, wasn't she? 0-1 pitch on the way here. Called strike 2, and it's 0-2. So the first 5 batters in the order have come across home plate and scored for Calera. 2 outs in the inning, runner at second base.
That's Berry Hill. Swing and a miss, and the inning will come to an end. So, Hallie Carney coming on and giving a spark to her club here to end the top half of inning number 1, but not before Calera comes up with 5 runs in the inning. 5 runs on 6 hits. There were no errors, and a runner left on board. At the end of a half inning of play, it's 5-0 Calera on top. Hobart coming to bat on 1420 KTJS and OKSports.tv.
Carrie at Salon 430 in Hobart is proud once again to be a Bearcat booster. Attend all the games you can and support the Bearcats and Lady Bearcats. And when you want your hair cut or colored, straightened or curled or something else, come see Carrie. She's good. She's really good. You could walk in dreadfully ugly, but you'll leave Salon 430 looking like $1,000,000. Again, good luck, Bearcats and Lady Bearcats, from Carrie at Salon 430 in Hobart.
Hey Bearcat fans, have you been riding on your tractor all summer long? Come on down to Salon and Video at 524 South Broadway in Hobart. From cuts and colors to body waxing and tanning, I've got you covered. I'll be posting my hours weekly, so if you need an appointment, drop by the shop or check out my Facebook page. And you can always call or text at 580-330-1027. Good luck, Hobart, and remember, once a Bearcat, always a Bearcat.
Well, in football, they talk about it being behind the chains, and right now you could say that about the Mangum Lady Cats as they are behind the chains here. We go to the bottom of the first inning, 5-0. That's the good news. We're only in the first inning, so plenty of time to right the collective ship and start putting things in the correct direction. But again, wow. So the batting order going to change up a little bit. It'll be Megley Talley along with Kalani Norris and Abby Simmons, numbers 1, 2, and 3. Reese Porter will still bat 4th. And the 5th place hitter will be Jaden Bowen. Batting 6th will be Minard. And I believe Funkhauser will bat 7th. And I believe that inserted into the lineup at the number 8 slot will be Hallie Carney, as they have taken Smith out of the ballgame. See if that is the case. So here we go. It is the bottom of the first inning. 5-0 our score. And the first pitch swinging, slap to the second baseman, and an easy play there for Zoe Cranford. Cranford made the final out of the previous ball game, and it was won by an 11-6 score by Calera. So 1 up, 1 down here in inning number 1 for Hobart. They trail 5-0. Talani Norris steps in. Norris looks at a strike, and it's 0-1 on Talani. Or 0-1 pitch on the way here. Off speed, outside for a ball. The count leveled at 1-1. Check defensively, Calera. No changes there for them. It's still Keely Kemp in the circle. And Haley Hestley is her battery mate. 1-1 pitch on the way here. Norris, good cut, fouled it back to the screen, and it's 1-2 on Kalani. Keela Berryhill at first. Zoe Cranford over into second. Maddie Glover is at third. Cassie Mullins is the shortstop. Skylar White, Cody White, and Bree Buck from left to right in the outfield for Calera. 1-2 pitch out of the zone, and the count level on Norris at 2-2. Boy, a 5 spot in the first inning for Calera. Hobart trying to climb out of that hole. Norris in on her fist, rolled it to second. Cranford throws to first in time for out number 2. Couple of putouts in the early going for the second sacker from Calera. Abby Simmons now trying to start a 2-out rally for the Lady Cats. And as she has gone on, Kemp has just gotten better this afternoon for Calera. Pitches in the dirt here. 1-0 on Keeley. .1-0 offering on the way. Had an Ocean late off the high heat, and it's 2-0 on Abby Simmons. .2-0 pitch on the way to the shortstop. Ground ball knocked down by the second baseman, but Cranford won't be able to make the play here as it rolled away from her. So Simmons aboard. And kept alive now for Reese Porter. And again, boy, you need something to happen here. Calera taking advantage of the wind, hit a couple of balls deep. Right now, Hobart needs something similar. Porter, the fourth place hitter. See what you can do here. Time going to be taken. Porter stepping out. Again, they're trying to disrupt that rhythm of Keeley Kemp. Football coming up tonight, 6:30. Hobart Bearcats over at Carnegie. It's a couple of hours away from that. Softball all afternoon long, and then take you to the football field. Wildcats and the Bearcats in a district matchup tonight. Kickoff is set for 7. Had an ocean. Porter laid off the pitch. And it's 2-0 on Reese. Teresa Pruitt Emerson. Come on, Lady Cats. Let's get this one. Lisa Hayhurst Hart is watching. Hello, Lisa. Little ground ball at third. Glover will throw to first and dug out nicely by Berryhill for the third out of the inning. So Hobart comes up empty in their half of the first. No runs, no hits, an error, and a runner left on board. At the end of 1, it is Calera 5 and Hobart nothing, and this is 14-20. KTJS and OKSports.tv.
For expert installation and service on heating and cooling systems, call Shelburne Heating and Air in Hobart. New installation and service work on all systems. Jim and Justin are experienced. They'll service your current unit or they'll install a brand new one. Shelburne Heating and Air will do the job right the very first time. Jim and Justin Shelburne, trusted by thousands all across southwest Oklahoma. For many years, they can't all be wrong. Call Shelburne Heating and Air in Hobart, 580-726-3338. Sonny's Express is now serving delicious Hunt Brothers Pizza, and they have a full-service grill in Roosevelt. Hunt Brothers Pizza is now available in Hobart, Roosevelt, and in Granite. Don't forget the delicious Subways at the original Sonny's in Hobart, plus a full deli. Sonny's Express. 5 locations to serve you. 3 in Hobart, 1 in Roosevelt, 1 in Granite. Remember, now a full-service grill and Hunt Brothers Pizza in Roosevelt. Make a stop today out of Sonny's Express.
Top half of inning number 2 set to unfold here on 1420 KTJS and OKSports.tv. And it is Calera on top 5-0. They batted around in that first inning of play, so it's the top of the order, and Bree Buck due up here. Buck singled, scored in that first inning of play. And again, you win it, you go to the state tournament, you lose. Basketball starts in November. So Buck steps in. Hallie Carney, first pitch. Cold strike, and it's 0-1. Hallie came on in relief for the first inning and got back-to-back strikeouts to end that first inning of play. 0-1 offering, off speed, outside for a ball. The count leveled at 1-1. Again, I go back to what Richard said about 3.5 hours ago. He on one pitch upstairs for a ball, 2-1. He was talking about his team. They were all on their phones and kind of in that teenage land that old farts like he and I cringe at. Off-speed pitch taken for a strike. That'll level the count at 2-2. Carney, Hallie working quickly in the circle. 2-2 offering on the way here. Off speed, a little bit low for a ball. 3-2 now on Buck. Sophia Perez, who is a top fan, says, come on, Cats, let's get 3 and out. Ball 4, not going to work that way. Richard Carney not happy with the call. He thought that was strike 3. The season getting shorter. And Richard really barking now. And Scott Augustine. Kids think about it, but you know what? Coaches as well, they're ready to go to the state tournament. There's a bunt out in front of home plate. It'll roll foul. And Hestley will have to come back and do it again. 0-1 on Haley. She singled and scored her first time around. Javier Rodriguez says, go Bearcats. They trail 5-0 here in the second. Good news is Hobart is the home team here in game number 2 after losing 11-6 as the visitors in game 1. Again, trying to bunt, and this is a good one. Fielded by Bowen. She'll fire to first, covered, and safe. Hestley beat it out. Covering on the play was Heglin, but give Hestley credit. She hustled the entire way. Runners at first and second, nobody out here in inning number 2. So Buck goes to second and Hestley to first. And here's Maddie Glover. Glover, a single, RBI and a run scored her first time around. Still nobody out in the second. She'll bunt. Fielded by Carney. Throws to first. Hegland covering for out number one. So Glover retired on the 1-4 sacrifice. Advancing to second is Hestley, and going over to third will be Buck. One gone now for Cassie Mullins. Mullins hit one a ton her first time around. Drove in a couple of runs, and then came around to score. Stand-up RBI the first time around. Had a notion, took it for a strike, and it's 0-1 on Mullins. Hestley at second, Buck at third. One gone here in the second. 5-0 lead for Calera, and they try to add to it in the frame. 0-1 pitch. Outside for a ball. 1-1. Dottie Smith says, let's go, Lady Cats. Carney, 1-1 pitch. Line drive, fielded by Simmons at short for out number two. Nowhere to go with the softball, but the second out of the inning recorded on a hard line drive to Abby Simmons. Two gone now for Zoe Cranford. Cranford a single and a run scored. Back in inning number one. Two gone in the second. Off-speed pitch taken for a strike, and it's 0-1. It's one thing about Hallie. She has been around home plate since she came on in a very difficult situation and got back-to-back strikeouts to end the first inning. Foul tip here, and it's 0-2. And she's not wasting a whole lot of time. Getting the softball, getting the sign, and getting after it. Her and Dad certainly on the same page. Ahead in the count here, 0-2. Pitch on the way from... Strike three going to be registered there. We love the smile on Hallie Carney's face. That's what we were pausing there. She was waiting to see if she was going to get the strike. Did. And now it's the turn of the Calera coach to bark about the goals. So Calera comes up empty in their half of inning number two. No runs. There was a hit, a walk, a sacrifice, and a couple of runners left on board. At the end of an inning and a half, it's a 5-0 ball game on 1420 KTJS and OKSports.tv.
When you need a vet, you need to call on Brent, a.k.a. Brushy Hancock at Southwest Vet Clinic in Hobart. Now, if it's a beloved pet or a prize bull or something in between, you cannot beat Brent Hancock. He's good at what he does. You'll like trusting the health of your favorite animals with one of the best. Brent Hancock at Southwest Vet Clinic in Hobart. Give him a call at 726-3385. And good luck OSU Cowboys from Brent and Cynthia Hancock and all your friends at the Southwest Vet Clinic in Hobart.
On the field, on the court, on the diamond, and in the classroom, Tom and Guyla Talley, along with Tom's staff at Talley & Talley Attorneys at Law in Hobart, are very proud supporters of the Hobart Bearcats and Lady Bearcats. We are so happy to be a sponsor and to help bring you the coverage of Hobart Bearcats and Lady Bearcat sports and events. Talley & Talley Attorneys at Law are proud supporters of all the students in Hobart schools, and we're ready to assist you with your legal matters.
Well, for a long time there, we officiated Little League basketball, football, baseball, and always it was the same. You start off the season, everybody's nice, everybody's friendly, everybody's singing Kumbaya, but by the time you get to tournament time and it gets close to championship time, suddenly it becomes a whole different story, and we're seeing that here this afternoon. Both coaches really going out on a limb, let's say, and testing the patience of the umpires. And at the end of that half inning, Coach Evaldi doing that for Calera, and finally walked away from it. Scott Augustine told him, I've had enough. We're done. 5-0 ball game, bottom of the second. Here's Bowen. Jaden first pitch swinging, ground ball to the second baseman, and Cranford will make the play for out number one. Well, I tell you what, Zoe Cranford has been a busy young lady this afternoon. That is the first out of inning number two. So we've got an inning and a third in the books. And of those 4 outs, she has been responsible for 3 putouts and also committed an error on another ground ball. First pitch swinging here. Ball off the foot of the shortstop, and safe. Lexi Minard going to beat it out. So that'll be E6. Lexi hit it hard, but it was one that the shortstop should have made the play. So she's aboard now for Funkhauser. One kind of took a wicked hop at the end and got Mullins on the foot. Rolled away from her. She made the throw, but it wasn't in time. Minard safe over at first base. So one gone here in the second. Runner aboard. Funkhauser takes a strike, and it's 0-1 on JC. Well, they did not put Carney into the batting order. They will leave Faith Funkhauser in the batting order. She's in the on-deck circle. Pitch upstairs for a ball, 1-1. By the way, that first pitch to J.C. Funkhauser, boy, it got some moans and groans from the bench jockeys. Season getting short for them as well. 1-1 offering on the way. Downstairs for a ball. The count now 2-1 on Funkhauser. Runner at first. One gone here in the second. And Hobart trailing 5-0. Funkhauser slides away from ball 3-1 now on JC. Faith Funkhauser waits on the on-deck circle. Three-one pitch on the way here. Called strike, and it's 3-2. The other thing is, you notice the reaction of the kids, especially the Calera kids. I mean, that was a strike there, and Hestley popped out from behind home plate and was excited. I mean, they're now beginning to realize there's like 5 innings left in the season for somebody. Ball 4, base runners at first and second now. Minard at second. Funkhauser here at first. And here comes Faith Funkhauser. Richard looking for production out of his number 8 hitter. Takes it for a strike, and it's 0-1. Addie Heglin, who's had a great tournament, waits in the on-deck circle. And if you're Hobart, you just try to get 1 or 2 back at a time. Don't worry about getting all 5 at the same time. Faith looks at one outside for a ball. And the count 1-1 on Faith. First and second, one gone in the second. Calera 5, Hobart 0. Kemp's pitch. Off the glove of Kemp, and everybody going to be safe.
And again, there's that speed. Kemp trying to field the ball while it's in the air. Hits her glove. She's looking at third. Bobble it, and everybody going to be safe. Bases loaded now. 1 out. Minard at third. Funkhauser at second. Funkhauser at first. At the plate, Addie Heglin. Check the outfield here, relatively deep. Called strike, and it's 0-1 on Addie. Skylar White certainly deep in left field, and also here in right, Bree Buck. Cody White a little bit more shallow in center. 0-1 pitch, way out in front. Addie off balance, and it's 0-2 on Heglin. Got to put one in play here. Faith Funkhauser, J.C. Funkhauser, and Lexi Minard on the base pass. One gone in the second. Ground ball underneath the glove of the first baseman. Down the right field line. 1 run will score. Here comes J.C. Here comes Faith. She'll score. And winding up at third base, Addie Heglin with a bases-clearing triple. Heglin, the inside-out swing, rolled it down the right field line. It rattled around down there before Buck could corral it. And that relay team of Minard, Funkhauser, and Funkhauser smoking the base pass. And it's 5-3. Well, how about the pitching change, bringing in the freshman, a couple of strikeouts to end what had been a atrocious first inning for Hobart. And then Carney, a strikeout to end the second inning. And I think the smile that she had maybe kind of
carried over to her teammates. And they have come to life here in the second. Oh, we got a dandy on a Friday afternoon. Time going to be taken here. And now we've got another discussion going on. Both coaches are barking at Scott Augustine. I'm not sure what this is about. We go out and have the umpires now going to have a conversation. And now umpires are told, the umpires have had enough. They have told both coaches to back off. I don't know if the discussion here isn't if Hegland maybe have been off the bag at third base when the pitch was delivered. Somebody had asked for time. Addie stepped off the bag. And I believe that's what the conversation is right now. By the way, Sandra Chandler Quintero. Let's go, Lady Cats. Candace Smith, way to go, Addie. And Josh McCollum, nice hit, Addie. So the conversation comes to an end. And now they're going to say it was a balk. They have called a balk, and that's what it is. All right. I thought, and she did. To be honest with you, Hegland stepped off the bag because she was going to go home. She saw that there was a balk committed by Keely Kemp. And so the balk called on Kemp. Somebody had asked for time. It was not granted. Hegland stepped off the bag, and I think the folks for Calera thought that she was going to get called out for being off the bag when the pitch was delivered, but instead it was a balk that was called. Hegland will come in to score. And it's a 5-4 ball game, and it is getting heated. By the way, the count 1-0 on tally. That's a ball. You balk, it's a ball, and you advance a base. Wow! Cold strike, and the count 1-1 on tally. Oh, this is going to be rock'em sock'em robot time here at Broad Fieldhouse before everything is said and done on this Friday afternoon. 1-1 pitch popped up on the infield, calling for the shortstop, and Mullins will make the catch for out number 2, and it is that's out number 2. It's getting chippy. I mean, there is some barking now going on and some woofing between the players. I mean, a little infield pop-up, and the Calera team turns and gives it to the Hobart dugout. I mean, yeah, here you go. I mean, yeah, this is it. Season on the line. Why not? If you're not willing to sprawl out, leave everything you got, you might as well go on home. Some of the fans from Calera really working the officials as well, and may have been a warning there. Well, Betty Perry says, way to go, Lady Cats. Marcia Finning checking in as well. 5-4 ball game, bases empty. And Talai swinging at a miss, and it's 0-1. Norris grounded to second her first time around. I went to a softball game and a football game broke out. Cold strike 2, and it's 0-2 now on Norris. WWE. Oh, this is fun. 0-2 pitch on the way to Norris. Talani, a little bit outside for a ball, 1-2. Calera kids ready to burst to the dugout. Nobody on, 2 out, 5-4 ball game. We're just in the bottom of the second. How about them apples, Bob? 1-2 pitch. Norris takes upstairs for a ball, 2-2 on Talani. Oh, my goodness. 2-2 pitch on the way here. Ground ball to second. Tough hop, fielded, and throw to first base in time. Zoe Cranford, who has had a busy afternoon over there at second base. And Hobart comes up with 4 runs in the inning. 4 runs on a couple of hits. There was an error, a balk, and nobody left on board. At the end of 2, 5-4. Come on back to the edge of your chair after this on 1420 KTJS.
at oksports.tv.
Getting ready for your next big paint party? Or even just freshening up an accent wall? Valspar pours the right mix into every can. That way you're guaranteed the right finish every time. Valspar has been helping people connect to the power of color for over 200 years. And on top of that, you'll always get Valspar paint at the right price too. So next time you're in the market for the right stuff in the right can, the right color, and the right finish, pick up a can of Valspar paint at the right place. T.H. Rogers Lumber Company in Hobart.
True Vision Optometric Group is here to get your eyes prepared for summer with sunwear brands like Maui Jim, Costa, Ray-Ban, and Oakley. We're sure to have something for you and the whole family. Stop by one of our 3 locations, 500 North Washington, Weatherford, 212 South Main, Hobart, or 112 Alberti, Altus today and find out if your vision plan will assist you in your purchase of sunwear. True Vision Optometric Group, helping you see what truly matters. Offices in Hobart, Weatherford, and Altus. Doctors Tyson Allard, Amy Straub, and Jesse James Wald. True Vision Optometric Group, Altus, Hobart, and Weatherford.
Well, emotions beginning to boil here a little bit. You hate to see when administrative officials from schools have to be called over to have a conversation with the umpires, but we have had that, and there are a couple of fans that are close to being asked to leave the facility. So the second inning came to an end in rock'em sock'em fashion, and inning number 3 looks like it's going to start off the same way. Pitch to Skylar White is a strike. It's 0-1 on White. She flied out to right her first time around. Hits a fly ball here, and Funkhauser is there to make the catch. JC without number 1, and she battled the wind and the sun, but made the catch. The Calera kids yelling, screaming, jumping up and down as they came off the field. Walked by Richard, and we're doing that. And Richard just had that look on his face, that smile that we have known for many, many years. 1 gone here, off-speed pitch, fouled back our way, and the count 0-1 here on Kalani Berryhill. And again, they got a couple of fans that, unfortunately, folks are keeping their eyes on it. Hopefully, everybody's emotions will stay in check. Pitch inside here for a ball. The count 1-1. Some derisive cheers from the Hobart fans now as they're reacting to everything as Calera is as well. 1-1 pitch on the way. Ground ball. Lexi will field it. Step on the bag at first for out number 2. And man, this is fun. 3 unassisted. And there are some folks that are really getting into it. And I'm one of them. Donnie Smith says, I'm fired up. You fired up? Yeah, we're fired up. Fly ball center field. Norris on the run. Talani there to make the catch. Oh, my! Norris coming out of nowhere to make the catch on the run for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down. Calera, nothing doing in the third. We go to the third. Bottom half of the frame. 5 on the board for Calera. 4 for Hobart. Come on back, kids. Class 1420. KTJS and OKSports.tv.
Rod and Dana Wald and Sons at Rod Wald Insurance and Hobart Farm and Garden are again happy to be Bearcat boosters. And Rod, of course, is the very capable voice of the Bearcats, wishing the best of luck to the coaches and players. Attend the games you can, root for the Bearcats. And farmers, when you need crop insurance, see Rod. He's been selling crop insurance for a long time, and he can and will advise you correctly on exactly what you need or don't need and when you need it. 726-2446, Rod Wald Insurance, just north of the post office in Hobart. And don't forget to come see us at Hobart Farm and Garden. If you think you're paying too much for insurance, you should see Van Sims at the Watkins Insurance Agency in Hobart. The Watkins Agency is an independent agency representing several companies, and Van will find you the best rate and the best coverage for the home, automobile, farm insurance, liability, whatever you need. Contact Van Sims at the Watkins Insurance Agency, 320 South Washington in Hobart. Give him a call at 580-726-5190.
Doggy Jethro, we got a fun one going on here at the Bronze Softball Complex in Hobart, America. It is a 5-4 lead. Calera in front of Hobart. The winner goes to the state tournament. Our mutual friend, Chad Hussey, texting and saying, imagine that, Richard Carney wolfing at an official. Yeah, I know you're surprised by that, Chad. Stunned by it. All right, here we go. Bottom half of inning number 3. Abby Simmons, Reese Porter, and Jaden Bowen do up for the Lady Cats. Becky Jenkins says, go Lady Cats.
Crystal Mahoney Hill. Go, Lady Cats, let's go. Lisa Baum, that's my cousin. Way to go, Talani. Proud of you. Pitch downstairs for a ball. Simmons ahead in the count, 1-0. Abby got on board her first time around as she reached on an error. Becky Jenkins will get to her comment in a moment. 1-0 pitch on the way now to Simmons. Ground ball to second, to short rather, and it goes off the glove of Mullins and into center field. So Simmons aboard for the second straight trip on an error, this time by the shortstop Simmons. Runner aboard with nobody out here in the third, and it's a 5-4 ball game. Becky Jenkins says, watching on TV, love we are able to do that. Good Lady Cats, or go Lady Cats, and you bet. Crystal Winsey says, yeah. Jill Travis Nippert has joined us as well. Hello, Jill. First pitch swinging here. Porter pops it up behind home plate, and unable to make the play is Haley Hesseley. That is a tough play for a catcher. You get rid of the mask, you got all that equipment on, trying to find the ball, stay out of the way of the umpire, and Hesseley couldn't get there, so Porter some new life. Her opposite number unable to make the play. Fran Lively joining us. Brooke Babick Dodd. Rattle those bats. Let's go, Lady Tigers. Pitch upstairs for a ball. 1-1 now to Reese Porter. Porter grounded to third her first time around. Runner at first base. Nobody out here in the third. Hobart trailing 5-3. Or 5-4, I should say. I'm sorry. 5-4. And Keely Kemp trying to collect herself now in the circle. Time going to be taken here. Jenna Burden Herbst, you got it. Rock and fire, let's go. Megan Mills, you ornery little fart, you. Pitch downstairs to Porter in the dirt, 2-1. Megan, the fiery redhead from over at Mangum. Go, Calera. Oh, you're so bad. By the way, Megan, gutty effort playing in the regional down there at Dale with that shoulder the way it is. Go get it fixed now, kiddo. 2-1 on Porter. Pitch on the way. Downstairs, there goes the runner. Simmons slides. She's safe. And in scoring position with nobody out. Stolen base for Abby. Count on Porter now, 3-1. Scoreboard saying 6-4, but it should be 5-4. Katie, what are you doing down there? She sees it to fix it now. Josie, I think, caught her. Downstairs, ball 4. Porter fashions the walk here. You get a courtesy runner for her, probably. Carney has been the courtesy runner for her throughout the tournament, but now Hallie is pitching. Adelita Perez-Cume. Let's go, Lady Cats. Some activity now going to be taking place in the bullpen for Calera. As Kemp may be getting tired. Bunt attempt there. Ooh, I tell you what, Bowen lucky. Great effort by the catcher, Hesteley, to try to catch that one as it popped towards her. She had to dive, couldn't make the play, and it's 0-1 on Bowen. Bowen grounded out to second in her only plate appearance. 0 for 1 in the ball game. Runners at first and second, nobody out here in inning number 3. Ground ball towards second. They'll flip to short for 1 and back to first. Not in time. Safe is the call. And again, Calera does not like the call. Porter retired 4-6 on the fielder's choice. Bowen safe at first by a breath, an eyelash. She's at first. Simmons at third. Now 1 out in the inning for Lexi Minard. 5-3 ball game. I have corrected the scoreboard. Josh McCollum says, let's do some BTO, taking care of business every day. Lexi raced on an error and scored the first run of the ballgame for Hobart an inning ago. Runners at first and third. Pops this one into shallow center field. Cody White is there, makes the catch. Tagging at third is Simmons. Here comes the throw. Slide and safe, and we're tied at 5. Well, a perfect throw by Cody White. She couldn't do it any better. But Simmons, a step faster than the softball, is safe underneath the tag. Minard, a sacrifice fly and an RBI to tie up the ball game. This is good old softball right there. By the way, taking second on the play, Jaden Bowen. 2 gone now in the inning, tied at 5. Pitch inside here to J.C. Funkhauser. She walked an inning ago and came around to score. By the way, Megan Mills finishing up. She said, yeah, I know, I'm being ornery. Surgery on the 15th, and she'll be back better than ever. Go get him, Red. Funkhauser takes it for a strike, and it's 1-1 on J.C. Hobart has fought back, tied it here in the 3rd. And we are a long way from being done. That football coming up at 7. I hope we're done by then. 1-1 pitch inside for a ball. 2-1. And you think I'm kidding. But, I mean, it's 5 o'clock now, and we'll be done by 7, I would guess. But pregame show may be shortened tonight, guys. Kendra Barnes, no relation, has joined us. She wouldn't claim me if she was related to me. Pitch to Funkhauser. Oh, right over our heads. And it's 2-2. And again, they're trying to help me figure out if this glass is real here or fake. And that ball whistled our way. I didn't bring my glove. I don't think as an adult you should. Maybe from now on I will. 2-2 on Funkhauser. Pitch on the way. Little ground ball towards first base. Should be an easy play for Keela Berryhill. It is. She'll step on the bag, and the inning will come to an end. But not before Hobart ties it. They come up with 1 run on no hits. There was a walk, an error, a sacrifice fly, and a runner left on board. At the end of 3, we're tied at 5. Hobart and Calera on 1420 KTJS at OKSports.tv.
Would you like a new Ford? Well, friends, the buying incentives are fantastic right now at Wheeler Ford in Cordell. Get $11,500 off MSRP on 20 model XLT Expeditions. That's a big-time savings. Or 0% for 72 months on select 19 and 20 model XLT Expeditions. Or new or pre-owned, see Tom or David because you'll save a bunch of money. And we continue to constantly sanitize our dealership and our inventory. We're waiting for you. We'll treat you right because we want to be your Ford store. Come see us today or give us a call. 580-832-3313. That's Wheeler Ford in Cordell.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a 4-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
Time of the 4th inning set to unfold here on 1420 KTJS at OKSports.tv. Thank you so much for joining us on this Friday afternoon, soon to be a Friday night in October. And postseason fun stuff going on here at the Bronze Softball Complex between Hobart and Calera. First pitch swinging, strike as Cody White takes a healthy cut. Came up empty. 0-1 on White. White struck out to end the first inning. That was the second of 2 consecutive strikeouts for Hallie Carney, who's throwing right now. Off speed there, 0-2. Heath Jackson is watching. Hello, Heath. Betty Perry, hello. Good to have you alongside. Top half of inning number 4. Tied at 5. Hobart and Calera. Off-speed pitch, foul tip, and it's still 0-2 on White. Cody will be followed by Bree Buck and then Haley Hestley. A little bit outside for a ball. The count 1-2. Well, apparently our feed has frozen for those of you listening on radio. Ground ball, base hit, center field, and Cody White just continues to get it done. She is impressive. White, a solid single to center. So, Chad, I don't know if you're listening as you make your way from Dale to Carnegie. We're frozen in time on Facebook. Now, folks, you can go to oksports.tv and check it out. A couple of other places as well. Bunt out in front of home plate. Carney will field. Flip to Addie, who's covering the bag at first base for out number 1. Good job by Carney to make the play. Cody White goes to second on the sacrifice. So 1 gone. And that goes 1-4 in your book if you're scoring along at home. Here's Hestley, and Haley's had a good afternoon. Couple of singles and a run scored. Runner in scoring position now for Calera as we play here in inning number 4, tied at 5. Carney A little bit outside for ball one, 1-0. And again, we see the signaling going on from second base. So a 1-0 count now on Hestley. Pitch on the way, off speed, called strike, and it's 1-1. Carla Barnes-Branham joining us. Hello, Carla. Long time no see. Fellow state of Oklahoma worker. She does a great job and has for years. 1-1 count now on Hestley, and time going to be taken by Haley. Runner at second base, one gone in the fourth. Tied at 5. The winner to the state tournament and the loser done for the year. 1-1 pitch. Called strike 2, and it's 1-2 now on Hestley. Michelle Keelan-Gellner, for those of you, and she's right, for those of you who have frozen up on the Facebook page, go to Hobart Bearcat TV on YouTube. Hobart Bearcat TV on YouTube if you are streaming. 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Hestley gone for the first time in game number 2. Called out on strikes. The backwards K is out number 2 for Hobart. And strikeout, by the way, now the 4th for Hallie Carney since she came on with 1 out in inning number 1 and got back-to-back strikeouts. Got a second one in the 3rd, and that is her 4th here. All right. 2 gone. Ground ball, base hit center field. Norris quickly up with the ball. They're going to send the runner and scoring from second base, and it's a 6-5 ball game as Cody White hustling around third. And then Hobart doesn't even try to throw her out at the plate. She's that quick. So a 2-out RBI single for Maddie Glover. Chad Fox tells me all is good out there in internet land. Maybe your connection. He said iron connection is good. Sometimes there's the rainbow connection. Pitch in the dirt here. And the count 1-1, or 1-0 rather, on Cassie Mullins. Mullins in the ball game has got a double, RBI and a run scored. She's also lined out, 1 for 2. Runner at first, 2 gone. Calera has retaken the lead here in the 4th. It's 6-5. Good cut there, back to the screen. 1-1 on Mullins. This has been a game where, and there was a lot of emotion about 15, 20 minutes ago, and some of that has burned off now. This one's ripped down the third baseline. Look at Bowden go up and claim that one. Jaden Bowen climbing the ladder, snatching it out of midair for out number 3. Oh, what a play. Calera, though, retakes the lead in the 4th. They come up with 1 run on a pair of hits. There was no errors and a runner left on board. At the end of 3.5, 6-5, Calera over Hobart on 1420 KTJS at OKSports.tv.
Western Technology Center has been training high school juniors, seniors, and adults for almost 50 years. WTC programs provide students with industry certification opportunities as it continues to train them for the global workplace. Full-time programs, short-term classes, and business and industry services are impacting Western Oklahoma with a trained workforce. There are 5 WTC campuses: Burns Flat, Elk City, Hobart, Sayre, and Weatherford. Western Technology Center is closer than you think. Contact a campus nearest you today or visit westtech.edu.
Behind every great success is a good game plan. That's why you can count on the Bank First team to help you with all your financial needs. Checking accounts, online banking, and debit cards. Or maybe you need a mortgage, auto, or home equity loan. We're large enough to provide the strength and services you need and small enough to provide the one-on-one personal service you deserve. And with locations around the state, no matter where the game is Friday night, there's a Bank First nearby. Let Bank First put together a winning game plan for you. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Boy, I got to go back to that play to end the top half of inning number 4. Cassie Mullins thought she had a double down the left field line, and Bowen climbed the ladder, went up and snatched that one to get the final out of the inning. What a play by Jaden Bowen. So here we go, bottom half of inning number 4. Calera back up on the Hobart Lady Cats 6-5, and it'll be Faith Funkhauser, Addie Heglin, and Megley Tally do up here in inning number 4 for the Lady Cats. Funkhauser got on board her first time around, came around to score a run. Faith set to go to work here. Ground ball back to the pitcher and throw to first in time. Nice play there by Keely Kemp for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Kemp retired on the ground ball. She did a good job of getting Faith Funkhauser. So here's Addie Heglin. Heglin, a triple her first time around, cleared the bases, drove in 3. Addie takes it for a strike, and it's 0-1. Heglin, remember, little inside-out swing, and got it underneath the glove of Berryhill at first, and it rolled all the way down into the corner, 210 feet away, and as we mentioned, the bases cleared on the play. Heglin hitting here with 1 gone in the 4th, and her club down by 1, 6-5. Minnie Hernandez says, let's go, Lady Cats. Bouncing ball into right field. That'll be a base hit. And Addie Heglin continues to get it done for the 9th place slot in the order for the Hobart Lady Bearcats. So Addie aboard now for Megley Talley. Talley 0 for 2. She is grounded out and popped out. By the way, I believe it was Nathan Talley, I heard, had had surgery on his Achilles tendon. Hope you get better, bud. I want to say hi to you. Slap into left center field. That's going to get by the left fielder. Funkhauser rounding third, headed for home. Headed towards third base is Talley, and we're tied at 6. Now the ball gets away on the infield. And retreating to third base will go Talley. But she drives in the tying run, slapped it away from the shortstop. Cassie Mullins, as the runner was off with a pitch, going to cover the bag at second. And a great piece of hitting there by Talley. She hit the vacant spot. It rolled all the way to the fence. Give her a triple and an RBI. And guess what? We're tied at 6. Addie off with the hit, and there's no doubt she's going to score. Here's Talani Norris. Norris looks at his strike. It's 0-1 on Talani. Norris, a couple of ground ball outs in the ball game. She is 0 for 2. Takes outside here. And that'll level the count at 1-1. Runner at third, 1 gone in the 4th. Norris, little pop-up, shallow center field. Cody White coming on, makes the catch, tagging at third. Talley, here's the throw. Not in time! Safe! With a head-first slide! And Megley Talley comes up looking like Pigpen from the Peanuts comic strip. She'll take it. Dirt mustache and all. Sacrifice fly for Norris. 2 gone. Great piece of hitting by Talani. Here's Abby Simmons. Simmons been on board both times this afternoon. Both times on errors by the defense of Calera. She scored a run, stolen a base. Ground ball here to short. Mullins will field, throw wide at first, and they got her. A good job by Berryhill to keep her foot on the bag on that wide throw. Hobart, though, comes back, and they tie it and then take the lead. A couple of runs in the inning. 2 runs on 1 hit. There was a walk, or 2 hits, actually, a sacrifice fly, and a runner left on board. And at the end of 5, it's Hobart 7, Calera 6. It's 14:20, KTJS at OKSports.tv.
James and Betty Chaplin of Hobart are once again proud to be a sponsor of Bearcat and Lady Bearcat sporting events. James and Betty have 4 granddaughters in Hobart schools. Their daughter Jamie and her husband Nathan were both accomplished students and athletes at Hobart High School. Attend all the sporting events and other events that you can, the livestock shows, academic events. Support these fine young people. Have a great school year. From James and Betty Chaplin of Hobart. Chico's Wash and Wax in Hobart is the place to take your vehicle for a professional detail job. Washed, waxed, cleaned from head to toe. Chico does it all at a fair price. It'll look like you got a brand new car or truck. Chico's Wash and Wax, proud to be a radio sponsor for Bearcat Sports. And just so you know, the head honcho at Chico's Wash and Wax is Little Bit. Good luck, Bearcats. From Chico and Little Bit, 803 South Broadway in Hobart. Listen, friends, are you a regular customer at Clink Supermarket in Hobart? If so, thanks for your business. Maybe you haven't been in a while. Well, we're better than we used to be. Better selection, including many gluten-free items. Good produce and meat departments, excellent service, old-fashioned service. As a matter of fact, we still sack and carry out your groceries. Neil Hobbs and employees appreciate your business, and we sell all our products at the lowest possible price. So come see us soon and often. We're open every day. Clink Supermarket in Hobart.
Zoe Cranford rolls one into the Calera dugout. 1-1 on Zoe. She singled, scored in the first, struck out to end the second. 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Play here in the top half of inning number 5. Round ball towards short underneath the glove of Simmons and into left field. A leadoff single for Cranford here in inning number 5. Hobart taking the lead back in the fourth inning, rather, as they scored a pair of runs and lead it here 7-6. Chad Fox telling me that the A team has arrived over at Carnegie in anticipation of football tonight here on 1420 KTJS. Pitch gets away now from Porter, and that will send Crawford down to second base. She's in scoring position with nobody out. Skylar White ahead in the count, 1-0. White 0 for 2, a couple of fly balls to right field. By the way, out there in right field now, J.C. Funkhauser. Runner at second, nobody out. Pitch from Halley, off speed, knocked down by Porter, and the count 2-0. And you're right, Chad Hussey, one too many Mangum games. I've called them the Mangum Lady Tigers a couple of times here this afternoon. Okay, more than twice, you'll have to forgive me. 2-0 pitch on the way. Upstairs for ball 3, 3-0.
The first time this afternoon that we have seen Carney get a little unraveled with her pitches. She has been around the zone most of the afternoon since coming on with 1 out in the first inning. It'll be a cold strike, and for the second time in the afternoon, we will see a batter for Calera throw their bat away and then have to retrieve it after they thought they'd taken ball 4, instead a cold strike. Count on Skylar White, 3-1. 3-1 pitch, fouled over the screen behind home plate, and the count full now. 3-2 on Skylar White. Jay McCormick, good to have you alongside, partner. Hope your Friday was a good one. Carney ran the count full now on White. Payoff pitch all the way here, and a cold strike 3. She is gone. Skylar White. So Carney has done a good job of finding the strikeout when she needed to. Remember, she was in a jam in inning number 1, came on with only 1 out and had back-to-back strikeouts to end the frame. So 1 gone, runner at second. 7-6, top half of inning number 5. A state tournament berth on the line. Fly ball, left field, calling for it, Megley. Tally underneath it, makes the catch for out number 2. Staying put at second base will be Cranford. And I love Vitale doing it correctly. Both hands on the ball, looking it into the glove, and then worrying about the base runner. 2 gone now for Mila Tuttle. Tuttle 0 for 2. She is struck out and flying to center. First pitch in the dirt, and Porter has to go find it. And so 1-0 count on Mila Tuttle. Richard Carney down below us telling Halley to come back, go get it. 1-0 pitch on the way here. Cold strike, and it's 1-1. And I heard the Calera coach earlier say, you've been calling it high all game long, and that was the previous game, and he's been consistent. Ground ball back to Carney. She'll flip the first, and the inning is over. So after the leadoff single by Cranford, Carney got him in 1-2-3 fashion. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a runner left on board. At the end of 4.5, it's 7-6. Hobart in front of Calera. It's 1420 KTJS at OKSports.tv.
Time to get rid of that summer heat? Do it with a new ride from Cummins at prices that can't be beat. Feel the power with a new 2020 Jeep Grand Cherokee Altitude 4x4, $3,250 incentives or 0% interest for 72 months. New 2020 Ram 1500 DT Laramie Crew 4x4 up to $7,000 incentives. Jeep Adventure Days and Ram Power Days are here and lasting all month long at Cummins Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Weatherford off I-40 or online at CumminsChrysler.com. See dealer for details.
Kirk and Todd Duff and Shelley and Jolie at Power Plus Beef Genetics just east of Hobart are a fourth-generation farm and ranch family breeding Angus and A-plus cattle. Kirk and Todd are both Hobart graduates. Both are active in the community and church and a whole lot of other things. They're Bearcat fans, and they encourage you to support our youth in all their activities. Attend all the games you can. Proud to be Bearcat boosters, expecting another great year. So good luck, Bearcats and Lady Bearcats, from Kirk and Todd Duff, Duff Brothers Beef Genetics.
Got a fun one on this Friday afternoon here, the first Friday, I should say, in October. And in the world of COVID-19, it is such a delight to be a part of something like this. My goodness. Bottom half of inning number 5, Hobart leading 7-6, and they'll send to the plate Reese Porter, Jaden Bowen, and Alex Minert. And Lexi Minert, not Alex. That would be something, wouldn't it? All right, here's Reese. Porter on the afternoon is 0 for 1. She grounded out to end the first and has walked and was retired on a fielder's choice. Wind continuing to blow out towards left field. There's a little looping pop-up behind the shortstop, diving for it, unable to make the play. For Calera was Mullins, and again, I think she's victimized by the wind there. Cassie looked like she had a bead on the softball, but it kept pushing away from her. And finally, dives from the dirt to the grass and can't get there. And Porter is aboard. Nobody out here in inning number 5. Bowen now steps in. Jaden shows bunt, pulls the bat back. They'll throw down to first base, but Porter not very far off the bag. 1-0 now on Bowen. Jaden grounded out in the second and rolled into a fielder's choice in the third. 0 for 2. 1-0 pitch. Bowen on top of that one. Fouls it back to the screen. Count 1-1 on Bowen. Minard, who's got a couple of rockets for hits here this afternoon, waiting in the on-deck circle. 7-6 ball game. Hobart by a run. We play in the 5th. 1-1 offering here. Bunted out in front of home plate, and it will spin foul. 1-2 now on Bowen. Jaden had to be careful. She nearly ran into that softball as she did a nice job of putting backspin on it, but didn't get it far enough away from home plate. One and two now on Bowen. Pitch on the way. Swing. Knocked it back to the screen. Good cut. Just missed. Still 1-2. Jaden was the winning pitcher yesterday in the 12-1 victory over Healdton. And has pitched a bit here. In fact, through in game number 1 that Calera was victorious in. Had a notion there, but it's a little bit high and out of the zone. 2-2 now on Bowen. Calera, if you weren't with us, won that first contest 11-6. Hobart leads here 7-6. Lady Cats won last night 6-3. Bowen pop up on the infield and catch is made by the pitcher Keely Kemp for out number 1. So Bowen retired, and that'll bring to the plate Lexi Minert. Minert reached on an error in the second, came around to score. Fly out to center field, and fly out to center field was a sacrifice that drove in a run. Takes a pitch downstairs for a ball, and the count 1-0 on Lexi. J.C. Funkhauser waiting in the on-deck circle. 1-0 offering on the way. Down low for a ball. Minard ahead in the count, 2-0. Runner at first, 1 out in the inning. Reese Porter is at first and Takes a short lead. Ground ball towards short. Bobbled, and everybody going to be safe. Cassie Mullins again sneaking a peek at second base, seeing if she could get Porter or not. When she did, she fumbled the ball, and everybody going to be safe. Talked about it all tournament long, but that speed, it will come up and get you one way or the other. And that was an example right there. So here's Funkhauser. JC is 0 for 1 officially. She walked and scored, tried to bunt here. It's 0-1 as she found it back to the screen. JC walked, scored in the second, and then grounded to Berryhill at first to end inning number 3. Runners at first and second, one gone in the 5th. Hobart by a run, 7-6. Funkhauser digging in. Faith waits in the on-deck circle. 0-1 pitch. Cold strike 2, and it's 0-2 on Funkhauser. JC had to be looking for something because that's a pretty good pitch right there. Don't forget football coming up after this. It'll be Hobart's Bearcats taking on Carnegie in a district matchup. Popped up back our way. It'll hit off the roof, and it'll stay at 1-2. That ball game set to kick off at 7 o'clock from over there at Carnegie. We play in the 5th here. Hobart looking for a berth in the state tournament. Outside to Funkhauser, 2-2 now on JC. Tournament moved from Hall of Fame Stadium for a couple of seasons because of renovation. And renovation now complete. 1-2 offering on the way here. Line drive down the right field line, and that is a foul ball. Good job by Funkhauser. She was out in front of the off-speed pitch, but kept the hands back and slapped it down the right field line. Just couldn't keep it fair. Runners at first and second here in the 5th. Funkhauser, count level to 2-2. Pitch on the way. Foul tip, and boy, that ate up Scott Augustine. Rattled his mask. It'll stay at 2-2. You wonder how much longer, and I realize that it's 5:30 and it doesn't get dark till 7:30, but I think at some point, with the shadows the way they are, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't turn on the lights before this one is over. Funkhauser now going to step out, give Augustine a little chance to collect himself, and now she's ready, and here's the 2-2 pitch. Again, popped up, giving chase, but not able to get there. Haley Hestley. And it'll stay 2-2. Boy, Haley she's worked her tail off in this tournament. I don't know that anybody else has been behind the dish here during the tournament for Calera. And she has worked hard. 1-2 pitch here. Ground ball headed towards right field. Knocked down by the second baseman. And a good job by Cranford to flip to first to get Funkhauser by a step at first base. 2 gone. Well, that's a nice play by Cranford. She had to go a long way, snared it with the glove, and was able to set and fire for out number 2. Moving up a base, Minor to second, and now Porter at third. And here's Faith Funkhauser. Faith, run scored, slap here towards second, tries to beat it out, and cannot get it done. Scooped out by Berryhill on the low throw from Cassie Mullins. Bang, bang play over there at first base, but Funkhauser out by a step, 6-3. So Hobart comes up empty in their half of the 5th. No runs, a hit, an error, and a couple of runners left on board. We've played 5, 7-6. Hobart by a 1 over Calera on 1420 KTJS and OKSports.TV.
Today, the average person is living longer than ever, which is great until you consider the average retirement savings may not last as long as they do. Fortunately, Edward Jones can help you develop a steady, stable income designed to last throughout your retirement by recommending investment strategies that have proven themselves over the long term. To learn more, visit edwardjones.com or contact myself, Lonnie Olson, your hometown Edward Jones investment representative at 411 South Main Street here in Hobart, Oklahoma. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
When it comes to improving your quality of life after an injury or surgery, let our therapists at Elkview General Hospital help you. Our team provides both inpatient and outpatient services to maximize your recovery. You can count on Elkview Hospital's providers to deliver high-quality treatment with the latest techniques and state-of-the-art equipment. We're located just east of Elkview General Hospital in the North Hill Clinic building. Call them today at 726-2180.
All right, here we go. Top half of inning number 6. And it'll be numbers 9, 1, and 2 due up for Calera. Cody White, Bree Buck, and Haley Hestley will be in the box for this group from Calera. White, she is just a pesky hitter, no question about it. Center fielder, 1 for 2 on the afternoon. She has struck out to end inning number 1, and then singled and scored back in the 4th. Her club down by 1, 7-6. Looks at the pitch outside. Nope, I think it was called strike. Wow. 0-1 on Cody White. Boy, she didn't like the call at all. Hallie Carney still throwing for Hobart. 0-1 pitch. Had a notion that one is outside. 1-1 now on Cody White. And again, Carney, the freshman, coming on and acquitting herself nicely in inning number 1. 1-1 pitch here. Took something off of it. Didn't get it to home plate. And the count now 2-1. Got back-to-back strikeouts in the first inning to end the inning. And shut down a 5-run first inning. Popped up on the infield. Calling for it is Bowen at third. She'll make the catch. And one is out in the books here. Bowen with the out. And here's Bree Buck. Buck on the afternoon has singled, scored, walked, was left stranded, and sacrificed in the 4th. 1 for 1 in the ball game for Calera. Carney goes to work. Cold strike, 0-1. And again, Hallie, she had a spell there in the 4th inning where she had a hard time finding home plate, but has gotten back into the groove now. There's a classic example of that. Strike 2. 0-2 now on Bree Buck. And again, Carney working quickly, keeping her defense on their toes, and I like that. 0-2 offering on the way here. Out of the zone. 1-2 now on Bree. (7-6) ball game. Top half of the 6th inning. 1 gone. 1-2 pitch on the way to Buck. Line shot. Simmons there to make the catch for out number 2. Well, I tell you what, that was a rocket off the bat of Bree Buck. But perfectly played by shortstop Abby Simmons for out number 2. Hallie Carney, and I talk about the defense being on their toes. Hallie Carney has been the benefactor of some pretty nice defensive plays here in the ballgame. But again, when you work quickly, you keep your defense behind you engaged, they'll make those plays for you. Bowen's got one. Simmons has one. This one's popped up, giving chase. Porter dives, can't get there. It's a foul ball. Haley Hestley has done similar this afternoon. She is the catcher for Calera. By the way, Hestley at the plate, 2 for 3 in the ball game, has a run scored. She also struck out in the 4th. And again, the hard thing about that for a catcher, you got all that equipment on. You got to toss your helmet aside, and while you're tossing it aside, you're trying to follow the ball in the air. 0-1 now on Hestley. Ask for time, going to get it here. So here comes Carney. 0-1 pitch on the way. Back to the screen. She's a little jacked up there. 1-1 now on Hallie. 7-6 ball game. Doesn't get any better than this. 1 gone in the 6th. Top half of the frame. Calera down by a run in this championship contest. Dancing out of the way. Oh, it hit her. Well, Hestley said it didn't. She said it hit me.
and was going to go down to first base, and Scott Augustine said, no, that didn't hit you. It's 2-1. Well, get on any way you can. Sometimes you can convince the umpire of something that maybe did not occur. But Augustine said, no, come on back. Count 2-1 on the catcher for Calera. By the way, Porter going to go out and have a conversation, settle down Carney just a bit. Halley now comes set. 2-1 offering on the way here. Ground ball foul. And that'll run the count to 2-2. You talk about not lulling your defense to sleep. And really both pitchers have done it here this afternoon. Halley, Carney, and Keeley Kemp. And that's why you see so many good defensive plays. When you're throwing a bunch of pitches, walking people, hitting people, defense can go night-night sometimes. 2-2 offering on the way from Carney. Fouled back to the screen. Good pitch. Did a good job of fighting it off there by Hestley. Still 2-2. Carney trying to shut down Calera here in the sixth. Time asked for, and again, we like the effort there of Hestley doing all she can to break the rhythm of Carney. 2-2 offering on the way here. Strike three called. The backwards K for the second time this afternoon for Haley Hestley, and the inning is over in 1-2-3 fashion. We'll go to the bottom of the sixth. 7-6. Hobart in front of Calera on 1420 KTJS and OKSports.tv.
Kiowa County Farm Bureau agents Greg Holt and Janie Jackson are your neighbors, living beside you, working for you and with you. Complete insurance coverage for the automobile, farm, home, life, and personal go-the-extra-mile service is just part of the package. Farm Bureau. Your Kiowa County agents in Hobart, Snyder, and Mountain View are Greg Holt and Janie Jackson. So for great service and great rates, see Greg or Janie at Kiowa County Farm Bureau offices in Hobart, Snyder, and Mountain View.
It takes a solid foundation to build a solid business, and nobody understands that better than Frazier Bank. In fact, we have been helping businesses for years, offering startup capital, money for equipment, or money to expand. Talk to one of our loan officers today and start building your business tomorrow. Frazier Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
All right, here we go. Bottom half of inning number 6, 7-6 our score. Hobart in front of Calera, the winner, headed to the state tournament next week in Oklahoma City. This one has been back and forth. There have been quite a bit of woofing, talking, jaw-jacking going on. And they played a pretty good game in the process. There was a time in the middle part of the ball game where it really, emotions were about to boil over, and I think a pretty good job by the administration and the coaching staffs from both ball clubs and then from the umpires as well to kind of quell that a little bit. But we haven't gotten to the seventh inning, and you know that's going to be raucous indeed. Bottom of the sixth underway here, and it'll be Addie Heglin, Migley Talley, and Kalani Norris two up for this group from Hobart, trying to add to that 7-6 lead. Keeley Kemp's gone the distance all day long. Digs in here. Heglin on the afternoon, 2 for 2, triple. 3 RBI, single, and she scored twice. Sold popcorn in between innings as well. 0-1 on Addie. Kemp comes set and the pitch on the way. Bounced it in front of home plate. And it's 1-1. I think that's the key. When you get tired, it's kind of like in basketball. Your foul shots come up a little bit short, and that off-speed pitch that you try to guide to home plate and take something out, it just doesn't get there. 1-1 pitch on the way here over the head of Heglin. 2-1 now on Addie. Couple of softball games this afternoon, football game tonight. What more could you ask for, sports fans? We missed a bunch from March until now, huh? Again, high with a pitch. As Kemp having a hard time finding home plate now here in the sixth. Count 3-1 on Abby. Hitters count here. She can be patient, look for something. 3-1 offering on the way. Cold strike, and it's 3-2 on Hegland. Addie was taking all the way. So now Kemp got to come in with something pretty good because we know the speed of Addie and how it's disrupted this team all afternoon long. Hegland pops it up on the infield. Calling for it is Mullins at short, and she'll make the catch round number one. And a good fundamentals there by Mullins. Cassie getting underneath the ball, using two hands and looking it into the glove all the way. You don't want to make that kind of mistake now. So back to the top we go. Here's Tally. Megley has it tripled. 3 RBIs, single and an RBI. Has scored a run. Popped out and grounded out. Left-hander goes to work here. Swing and a miss at its own one. Don't remember, last time up,
she hit a ball into the gap. It rolled to the fence, and she wound up at third. Futile swing here, down in the count 0-2. And neither one of those cuts were the kind that Megley's looking for. So Tally down in the count 0-2. Here's the pitch. A little bit outside for a ball. The count 1-2 now on Megley. Hobart looking for insurance to the bottom half of inning number 6. We look ahead, and it'll be numbers 3, 4, and 5 due up for Calera in their half of the inning. And Tally going to be safe at first base. Megley just kind of dropped the bat on the ball and it went straight up. Looked like it might spin out of play, but fielding it and firing was Hestelane. There's no way you're going to get her. Safe at first base is Tally with one gone here in the 6th. Wow. So here's Norris. Talani has grounded to second twice. Got a sacrifice fly, 0 for 2 with an RBI. And there goes Tally. Covering is the shortstop and safe underneath the tag. And a good job by Tally to get underneath the tag of Mullins. Mullins got there late with a swipe tag, but Tally able to get underneath it. She's at second with one out. The pitch to Norris was a ball. Talani heading the count 1-0. 1-0 offering. Foul tip. And the count 1-1 on Norris. Remember, she hit that fly ball into shallow center field that Cody White caught on the run and threw an absolute dart to home plate. Tally able to score anyhow. Ground ball, backhanded at third, long throw, and in time, Glover with the strong play to get Norris by a step at first. Advancing to third, Tally, and there are two gone. Well, that was a nice play behind the bag by Glover. First of all, just simply to catch the softball, and then to get by a step Norris, a left-handed batter, and first base. So two gone now. And here's Simmons. Takes it for a strike, and it's 0-1. Abby on the afternoon has reached on an error twice and grounded out. She's 0 for 3. Swing and a miss here, 0-2. A runner at third, and Richard would love to get that one home. Up by 1, 7-6 here in the 6th. Simmons down in the count 0-2, got to shorten up and make contact here. 0-2 pitch on the way. A little bit outside for a ball. The count 1-2 now on Abby. As we mentioned, Calera, numbers 3, 4, and 5 due up in inning number 7. Asking for time and getting it granted is Norris, or rather Simmons. 1-2 on Abby. Keely Kemp set to go to work now. Runner at third base. 1-2 offering. Fouled our way, and you can hear it right below us. 1-2. And I'm telling you, this is glass. If it hits, it breaks. 1-2 on Simmons. Kemp's pitch. Swing and a miss. Gone on strikes. And the inning will come to a close without any scoring on the part of Hobart.
No runs in the inning, no runs on a hit. There were no errors and a runner left on board. We've played 6. Nail-biting time coming up, kids. Get ready. It's the top of the 7th on the way. Hobart on top by 1 on 1420 KTJS and OKSports.tv.
Have you been through the door at the flower shop on Main in Hobart lately? Well, even if you have, you'll never know what you'll find each and every time you come by. Oh my goodness, you've got to check out the Bridgewater candles. And they even have a new laundry soap with the sweet, sweet fragrance of Sweet Grace. Other simplified lotions and gifts and gadgets galore. And of course, plants and flowers. So come see Angie and Samantha, who are both Bearcat alums and super Bearcat fans, at the flower shop on Main in Hobart.
Friends, take care of your eyes. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Michael in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin. The Geigers are professionals, very good at what they do. And the Geiger family is proud to help area youth, sponsoring ball games on the radio. They encourage you to be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and Elgin.
All right, here we go.
Friends, did you know that Manuel Quintero, Keith Gray, and...
Here we go, top of the 7th inning. Calera has been on the softball field here at Braun Softball Complex since noon this afternoon, winning a couple of ball games and making this IF championship game possible. Now they go to the top of the 7th, down by a run. Glover looks at his strike, 0-1 on Maddie. She singled, scored, and drove in a run back in the first. Had a sacrifice in the second, single, and an RBI in the fourth. 2 for 2 in the ball game. Takes one inside here, and the count 1-1. Glover to be followed by Cassie Mullins and Zoe Cranford. Meantime, Richard Carney and the Mangum Lady Tigers, their hopes resting on
equal housing lender,
a freshman pitcher, Hallie Carney, fly ball center field. Talani Norris sets underneath it, makes the catch for out number 1. Pretty well hit that time by Glover, but Norris room out there in center field for the first out of the inning. So 1 gone for Calera here in the 7th. Defense shifting going on here is you're instructing Megley Talley to play deeper out in left field. Don't want something getting over your head. Line shot, base hit, right field. Funkhauser will knock it down and get it back to the infield very quickly. So a 1-out single for Cassie Mullins. Mullins refuses to go quietly into the ninth for Calera. She's now 2 for 4. Had a double, an RBI, and a run scored, is lined out twice. She's aboard, tying run at first for Zoe Cranford. Cranford singled her last time around. Takes a strike here, and it's 0-1. Cranford 2 for 3 on the afternoon with a couple of singles, a run scored, and she has struck out. Runner at first, 1 gone in the 7th. Pop up on the infield. Calling for it is Carney to make the catch for out number 2. 2 gone in the 7th. Hobart now and out away from the state tournament. Hello, girls. How are you? Molly Myers and Sid the Kid down below us. 2 gone now for Skylar White. White 0 for 3, flying to right twice and struck out. Carney set, goes to work. First pitch outside the zone, 1-0. Runner at first, 2 gone. Top of the 7th. Hobart 7-6. The winner to the state tournament. Carney's 1-0 pitch. Out of the zone for a ball. 1-1 now on Skylar White, or I should say 2-0. 2-0 on Skylar White. And Reese Porter going to go and have a conversation with Hallie. In fact, the entire infield going to come in and say, look, settle down. It's okay. My goodness. I mean, you can just feel the tension on both sides of the field. One squad knows that they're an out away from making it to the state tournament. The other squad knows they're 1 run away from tying this thing up and forcing Hobart to beat them. 2-0 pitch on the way here. White, ground ball to short. Simmons sets, fires. Ball game! State tournament bound! The Hobart Lady Bearcats! Hobart wins! Hobart wins! Hobart wins! They're headed to Oklahoma City! Abby Simmons with the final play of the ball game. Congratulations to the Lady Bearcats of Hobart, taking advantage of being the team at home and getting an opportunity to be the home team here in the IF championship game, and it paid off. They had the lead going into the 7th, did not squander it, and they win the regional championship. 7-6 your final score, and we're back after this on 1420 KTJS and OKSports.tv. Hey, you can hear the difference.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
Steve and Cindy Miller and all the staff at Grinnell's Pharmacy in Hobart are excited to help sponsor the Hobart Bearcats and Lady Bearcat broadcasts. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always eager to assist you, and our convenient drive-up window makes pickup quick and easy when you're on the run. At Grinnell Pharmacy, we are cheering you on every day. Grinnell Pharmacy on Broadway in Hobart, where everybody knows your name. Folks at the Hobart Stockyards, Rex Fleming wants your business, and he really does appreciate your business. Now, if you want to buy cattle or you need to sell cattle, count on Rex and staff. There are always several good consignments. The sale is well attended. It is the place in southwest Oklahoma to buy and sell cattle. To consign, call Rex at 331-8547, 331-8547. Coffee and donuts every Wednesday morning at 9. Sale starts at 9:30. Count on Rex Fleming, Hobart Stockyards, where Rex wants your business, and he really does appreciate it.
Hobart Lady Bearcats hanging on and winning here by a final score of 7-6, and they've got the confetti. They've got the confetti going on as the presentation of the regional championship trophy will be made to Richard Kearney and his club. 7 runs, 6 hits in the ball game, and I had him for no errors in this championship ball game. 6 runs, 10 hits, 4 errors committed by this group from Calera, and what a great effort they put forth. Had to play 3 bowl games today. Started playing at noon today, and now finish up at, about 10 minutes till 6 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. So congratulations to Calera making the long trip and acquitting themselves nicely. But the effort by the Hobart Lady Bearcats, winning 7-6 and getting it done after they gave up 5 runs back in the first inning. You look back on that, 5 runs surrendered in that first inning, just 6 total in the ballgame for Calera. And how about the efforts of Hallie Kearney? Kearney comes in a situation that you and I would absolutely wilt in. There's no doubt about it. Pressure packed in that first inning. 5 had already come across. There's people on base. She strikes out the 8th and 9th place hitters. The inning comes to an end. A little bit of smile on her face, some relief, and kind of like, you know what? We can do this. Then it got a little bit tense. In fact, it got a lot tense. Wolfing and talking going on, and there was some umbrage that was taking place with the umpires and the coaches and some of the fans as well. And in the 5th inning, a little ground ball came back to Hallie. She fielded it, threw it to first base, and a big smile on her face when she came off the field. And you kind of got the idea that her teammates latched onto that and thought, you know what? If this kid can do it, so can we. And they did, winning it by a final score of 7-6. We talked about Calera, 5 in the first and then 1 in the 4th. Hobart comes back. They scratched out 4 runs in the 2nd, tied it in the 3rd, fell behind in the 4th, and then scored 2 more in the 4th to retake the lead and win it by that final score of 7-6. So the Lady Cats headed to the 2A state tournament next week here on 1420 KTJS and OKSports.tv. How exciting is that? Congratulations to Richard Kearney and the Hobart Lady Cats. What a great afternoon it has been for Hobart. And, you know, again, Calera forced this if game because they came out and they beat the pants off of Hobart in that first championship game, winning it by a final score of 11-6. But again, kind of ran out of gas in the end, and that speed, so many times we saw the speed hurry the defense of Calera. They committed those 4 errors, and Hobart able to hang on and win it by a final score of 7-6. What a glorious couple of days it's been for yours truly. Thank you so much for allowing the junior varsity team to come broadcast these ball games for you on 1420 KTJS, on the Facebook page, on oksports.tv. We invite you to stick and stay. Coming up in about 38 minutes or so. I think the pregame show going to get underway at about 6:30 for Hobart football action as the Bearcats on the road traveling to Carnegie to take on the Wildcats in what looks to be a dandy district matchup tonight under the lights in Carnegie. So for Chad Fox, for Richard Carney, Katie, and everybody at Hobart, congratulations. Lady Cats headed to the state tournament. We will document it for you on 1420 KTJS and oksports.tv. Championship radio, championship internet coverage. We've got it for you.